What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 7. So if you haven't seen Episode 7 of Season 9 of RHOP, turn this video off and go watch the episode and come back and watch this video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. It's simple, it's free, it's anonymous. It's the best way that you can support this channel without taking too much of your time or taking any money from you. So please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words and say and so and like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. I'm definitely going to be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. And yeah, I like to comment below what you would grade this week's episode, what you thought of it. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, is there anything I leave out that you thought I should have brung up, let me know in the comments. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. This was a cute little episode. Just for Wendy's family, I'm gonna give it a B-. I'm gonna give it a B-. It was a cute little episode. We had some little moments. Not a lot happened, but for Wendy's family and then a little messiness at the end, I would give it a B-. That's going to be my grade. It might change at the end of this because I can't remember everything that happened, even though I just watched it. It's crazy. But, yeah, that's going to be my grade. So, last chance. If you haven't seen The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9, Episode 7, please turn this video off so you don't get any spoilers. So, the episode begins, of course, with some little speed scenes that I didn't really talk about. But, the scene that I feel like starts off the show is the scene with Stacey, and she knows she has a little DC apartment. She's calling it her crash pad, and she has TJ over, and they're having a little painting session where they're painting each other. And Stacey is, of course, flirting. And it just feel like every scene with Stacey and TJ, she trying to, like, flirt and see if he going to, like, catch it and do something back. But it's just like, I don't know why she keep doing that. Like, is she doing that because the producers are telling her to do that or whatever the case may be? Because, like, if you already know that this man is a devout Christian and he's not going to give you no type of play, why do you keep trying to force it every time we see y'all on camera together? I mean, we get it. And we not mad. We not mad at it. We accept it. So it's like, you don't have to try too hard. That's in my opinion. So Stacey's flirting, of course, and TJ, is not receiving it. So, then Stacey fills TJ in on the status of a divorce. Still a couple of more meetings that they have to see who gets what, whatever the case may be. And then she tells him about what the ladies think of him. She's like, they think that they think you're running game on me. They don't think you're really out here being celibate, whatever the case may be. So he's like, and of course she brings up, you're gonna be meeting them on Friday at Jazzy's event that she's throwing for her fiance. So TJ's like, well, I don't care what they're saying about us. They're not making fun of us. They're making fun of God. And I was like, yes, but at the same time, yeah, that's right, TJ. Like I said, I'm not against it. I'm not against what, because everybody ain't got to be out here smashing all the damn time like the other housewives. Let her do her the way she want to do her with her man. I just feel like her scenes, she's forced to flirt or something like that. I don't know. So Ashley then hosts Giselle and Karen over her place. Before Karen arrives, Ashley does share briefly with Giselle that her mom is having heart problems. I think she said heart disease. I'm not sure really. She says, she has to get some type of test done to check her heart out. So then Karen arrives, and she immediately calls out Mia and Jacqueline. She calls them liars. She's like, because they're lying and saying that I came to them for help to get me into rehab for alcoholism, and that's not the case. So then Karen then brings up Mia's past addiction. I can't remember. Did Karen say that Mia was in rehab? I don't know, but it gets brung up later, and Mia's like, I wasn't in rehab. I went to the hospital for an overdose. But Karen brings up Mia's opioid addiction, and you know, she just trying to, Mia talking about her, I'm gonna talk about you. So then Giselle and Ashley, they ask Karen like how she feels about her upcoming court date, because we see at the beginning of the episode Karen has court in about 7 days. And yeah, exactly, an executive week. Is that what it's called? Executive week? Or just a regular week? I don't know. So Karen's like, I'm not gonna lie, I am scared. And Giselle tries to delve deeper. She's like, is it a trial? And Karen's like, I can't talk about that. And then she starts of course, Karen deflects to another subject. She's like, Giselle, how do you feel about Jamal being engaged? And they show the blog of Jamal getting engaged. And she's like, oh, you know how Giselle is. She gonna play it off real cool. She's like, oh, I already knew. And I want the best for him. I'm happy. I feel like pastors should have a wife. I've been telling him to get married. It's like, okay. Then she says in her confessional, she throws a little shade. She's like, well, Jamal had dinner with the girls, their daughters, and told them he was getting engaged, and they didn't even know he had a girlfriend. She was like, it went from friend to marriage. And I'm just like, that don't sound like you're happy for him. It sounds like you're throwing a little shade, Giselle, but okay, whatever. So this is the scene that made me give this episode a little higher grade, because we get Wendy. Anytime we see Wendy's family, I just love her little chocolate family. They're so cute. So they go out to dinner to celebrate her baby Cameron graduating from kindergarten or pre-K, going to kindergarten, and her son Carter going to middle school, graduating and going to middle school. So Wendy talks about her upcoming birthday party that she's having for her family, because she celebrated her birthday with the girls at Lake Norman, but now she's about to have her birthday party with the family. And Wendy's mom is like, "Is that why I didn't get my allowance?" But I mean, hey, I pray I can get to a point in life where I can give my parents where I can give my mother allowance, because baby, Wendy pulls her phone out, I was like, that's all you care about, and sends her $500. I'm like, I know that's right, Wendy. She's like, and then she also mentions she spent $60K. I don't know if she was saying on her birthday or on her mom's birthday party. She's like, but you still want allowance, okay? And Wendy's in her confessional like, look, Susan, I think that's her mother name. She's gonna want allowance till the day I die. So then Wendy mentions to her mom that Eddie's family, of course, is gonna be at her party, because they already talked about it before. And she says now she don't know if it's going to be Eddie's siblings or Eddie's parents, because Eddie's siblings don't want their kids to be babysat by anybody other than the parents. So it's either going to be the parents being at the dinner and the siblings won't come because they have no babysitters, or the siblings that will come and the parents won't because the parents will be babysitting the grandkids. And Wendy's mother is like, first of all, I don't trust those people. And I'm just like, those people right in front of Eddie, like, that's his family. Eddie doesn't even bat an eye when she says it. I was just like, he just continues to eat his food. I'm just like, she's talking about your family. If I was Eddie, I'd be like, oh, you don't have to say it like those people like that. But she's like, they can't get a babysitter for 4 hours. I'm just like, she's just saying hella shit, and I guess Eddie just dealing with it. He just like, hey, this is my mother-in-law. I've been dealing with this. It is what it is. So Wendy, of course, is in her confessional talking about, what we already know, how Eddie's family didn't approve or doesn't approve of he and Wendy's marriage. And of course, they didn't come to the wedding. She mentions how they didn't come to Eddie's graduation when he graduated from law school. And she also mentions that they have never officially met their children, which I think is crazy, because it's like you saying your siblings only want to be babysat by the parents, but they don't want to get to know your grandkids. Their grandkids, your kids, Eddie's kids. That's crazy. So this is when Wendy, she's like, I'm so proud of Cameron Carter. She's like, you can do whatever you want in life. She said, I just want you guys to get your masters. She says, that's the only way you're going to get your trust, if you get your master's degree. And Wendy's mother is like, see, you don't know how to raise children, because you are giving them options. And my grandchildren, they're going to be successful in life. And says a prayer over them, Holy Ghost fire. And we all know that Holy Ghost fire is just going to live rent-free in everybody's head forever when it comes to Wendy's mother. Because Wendy's mother, anytime we see Wendy's mother, we thinking Holy Ghost fire. So then we get this scene with Ashley and her mom. And of course, Ashley's mom gets there. She's trying to have a drink. And Ashley, is discussing with her mom how she wants her to be more healthier because of her heart conditions and whatever the case may be. And Ashley's mom's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. Sounds like she not really listening. So Ashley then tells her mom about the status of her divorce and that her divorce could be finalized by June. So I'm like, is she divorced now? Because it's November. So June was months ago. Is she actually divorced? I'm not that invested that I would look it up and see. I guess we'll find out at the reunion. I'll find out at the reunion because I'm not that invested to check and see if she's divorced. So Ashley's mom talks about how proud she is of Ashley and how she wants her to find someone who is meant for her, like her soulmate, whatever the case. And Ashley's like, well, I want the same for you. She's like, me being a single mom has shown me a new appreciation for you and how you did it. And, she's just giving her mom kudos. She's telling her mom how amazing she is. And then she talks about her mom and her mom's partner and how, she always, how back when Ashley and Michael were good, they was giving her money, and Michael wanted to cut them off because of the mother's spouse. So Ashley's now asking her mom, like, how are things going with him? And she's like, is he supporting you financially? Because she's like, she doesn't want to, because she's saying, in a professional, her mom works 12-hour shifts and to support herself. And then, like, at some point, she wants to be able to support her mom fully financially, like Wendy out here doing. So, she's just like, I want the best for you. It's a super emotional moment. I mean, who doesn't want the best for their mom? And we don't know if, because Ashley's mom does say that her spouse now is supporting her financially, but we don't know if she's just saying that just to make Ashley feel happy or, just to beef it up for the camera. We don't know. So Jesse's event begins. The ladies start to arrive with their bows. Single ones come along. So Mia comes with Ink. Ink, that nigga is short. Now I know they were saying it's short and all that and we saw pictures, but to see them walk in together compared to Mia, he is short. And then when he was standing there talking to Giselle, she was short. Giselle sitting there, she grilling them like, how are things going with you and Gordon? And Mia and Ink are playing it cool, talking about, everything's are going great with Gordon. And it's just like, are things going great with Gordon? Because compared to what we see in this last scene of this episode, like, are things going great with Gordon? So Karen, she doesn't come with Ray, she comes with Vivian. Which I was wondering, like, why isn't Ray there? Kiana arrives with her dude. And Kiana goes to Mia and brings up the drug dealer comment again. She's like, you see my man? He is not a drug dealer. So Mia then, and Giselle's backing Kiana up. She's like, that could be detrimental to say someone's a drug dealer. And Mia's like, I apologize. He's clearly a social worker. I apologize. He's not a drug dealer. I'm just like, that is crazy. So now the moment everybody seems to be waiting for, because when Stacey and TJ walked in, everybody was like, oh, TJ. So Stacey and TJ walk in, and Wendy's in her confessional like, I could tell that man is not sexually active. So Ashley begins grilling TJ, like, what do you and Stacey do? Like they can't be doing nothing else but humping. And TJ makes a comment like, well, you got to be the friend. I mean, Eddie's like, well, you got to be, Wendy's husband's like, you got to be the friend before anything else. And TJ's like, yeah, because after the physical, I'm bored with you. And Ashley's like, well, what do you and Stacey do? And TJ's like, well, we went to the zoo yesterday. I was just like, he ain't got to say the damn zoo. Make them sound like they 8 years old. But I was just like, people can do other shit than just fucking. Like, it's crazy that they just want them to be smashing. So, Jesse's fiance does come. He arrives, and he comes with his teammate who is so happen to be single, because Jazzy makes sure to know that he's single and that Giselle is single. Makes it super awkward. But I mean, she did tell him it was gonna be single men there, but it was a single man there, I guess. Whatever. But So Jassy, Wendy asked Jassy's fiance, she's like, how was the White House? So he gives a brief, he shares briefly about his experience at the White House and meeting Joe Biden, whatever the case may be. And then we get this moment where Mia confronts Karen. She's like, Giselle told me that you had some things to say about me. And she's like, this is when Mia's like, I never went to rehab. I had an opioid addiction and I ended up in the hospital. And then she goes into further detail in her confessional. She says that after she had her baby girl, that's when she got addicted to the pain. She got addicted to the opioids. And she said something about chiropractic helps relieve the stress from your body. So that's how she kind of weaned off of the drugs. And that's how she got into the chiropractic business. And I'm just like I said, Mia is messy. I don't know if she be telling the truth or not. That shouldn't be something to play about. I don't know what part of her story could be true, what part could be false. If it all is false or if it's all is true. You never know with Mia. So yeah, Mia confronts Karen about that, and Karen's basically like, look, I went low, and because you went low, I feel like we were both wrong. She's like, but if I need to go low again, I will. I will go low. And I was just like, and Mia was like, I'll go low too. And Ashley's like, well, it seems like we got some resolution here. And I'm just like, what? What resolution? They basically said, try me again, and it's gonna happen again. It was just like, no, brother. It was like, okay, I'm gonna meet you where you are, basically, type situation. That's what it was. So we get this next scene where Karen meets with a family of member of her, David, for brunch, and she talks with David about her marital and financial problems in the past that all built up, along with still grieving her parents the night that she got into her crash. And David, her cousin, gets emotional because I think he spoke to her before or during the crash or something like that. So he gets emotional thinking about it. And, Karen's just like, I'm just putting my faith in God, and I'm just focusing on the upcoming court date and preparing for that. So then we get this last scene. It was so awkward for me to watch, I feel like. Me and Ink have Gordon over, and Gordon is immediately irritated because he claims that he told Mia, look, I'm not about to be filming with Ink when I'm with you and the kids. He's like, I'm not going to support you and Ink's relationship because I'm not okay with it. And Mia's like, well, you should want to get to know the man that's going to be around your children. And Gordon's like, I can't. When I see him, I see an adulterer. I see somebody that's trying to tear my family apart. So I'm just like, sheesh. So Mia's like, then he's like, you slept with my wife right after we got married, and she got an abortion. And Ink's like, well, that's the first time I'm hearing that. And I'm like, ooh, we just spilled some tea. I'm like, Mia never told him that, but Mia's supposed to be so open. So then Gordon's like, do you think, he asked Ink, like, do you think Jeremiah is your child? And Jeremiah's like, yeah, I do. And Gordon's like, so that means, did you and Mia have a second affair? He's like, was it adultery going on? And Mia and Ink are avoiding the question. Mia's trying to bring up how Gordon has the mental issues and how he put her through this and put her through that. And I get it. That's understandable, but I just feel like they're exploiting. I feel like they're exploiting Gordon for a storyline, because it's just like, y'all was just at the damn Jazzy's event talking about everything's good with Gordon, but now y'all on camera and y'all making him seem like he the bad guy. And I'm not saying he's perfect or he's like completely innocent, but it's just like, I ain't like how they was just doing my man Gordon like that. It was crazy. So Gordon, he walks out. Ain't nobody answering the question. He walks out. Mia's like, you're not being fair right now. So then Mia, she mentions that the kids don't even know that her and Ink are boyfriend and girlfriend. She just thinks that they just think that they're friends. And that's what she was trying to get Gordon to come to and get the kids to come to terms. I'm just like, I don't know. Like I said, we don't know with Mia. We don't never know with Mia. I just didn't like how they do like doing it on camera, making Gordon seem like, okay, we gonna exploit this nigga for having mental issues, and ain't nothing wrong with our relationship. But then y'all at the party talking about, oh, everything's good with Gordon. Like, saving face. And I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, because like Mia, you said that Ink left you. Ink left you back in the day to pursue a DJ career or whatever. Gordon got you up off the pole. He was successful spending money. Got you up off the pole, married or whatever. Now that the money is declining, but you on a TV show and all. Now that you on a TV show, whatever the case may be, this nigga come back around and want to play house. And now Gordon money is depleting, so now you want to, like, it's just like, I don't know. And now y'all got him on TV. It's just like, no, it's too much. I don't know, but it was a wild episode. Like I said, I would still give it a B- just because of the Karenisms of it all at the Jazzy's event, and because of Mia's pretty picture perfect family. I would give it a B-. We see in the next episode that it's gonna be a lot more about Mia and Ink and Gordon, and Karen's gonna be going to court, so we're gonna see what's gonna be happening with that. Yeah, I don't really. Those are my little thoughts or what have yous for this week's episode. Let me know your thoughts or what have yous in the comments and what you would grade this week's episode. If I forgot something, was off on something, all that stuff, leave it in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. I need over 300 million subscribers, but I will settle for 300 for now. But yeah, help my channel grow by just liking and subscribing. It's free. It takes less than 5 seconds. If you watch the whole 21 minutes of this review, then you could definitely hit the like button and subscribe button, which takes less than 5 seconds to do. It's anonymous. It's free. I can't reiterate that enough. So just like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you for watching this review, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.